Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new on my channel, my name is Muhammad Umair. As of now, I'm currently working as a biomedical scientist in NHS England. Today's video is going to be really important because in this video, I'm going to show you how you can apply for NHS jobs or what are the websites where you can apply for the jobs. In this video I will show you only one website which I used to get my job in NHS. Normally all of the jobs comes through on this website. So if you are willing to move to UK as a healthcare professional, you need to make your account on this website and set up a job alert so you can keep getting the emails of recent posts being advertised. So let's move to the computer screen. Let's start filling out the application. Before that, I'm just going to tell you that there are three different websites where you can make your profile and set up job alert. First, I would recommend you the indeed.com. Make your profile and set up a job alert. Secondly, NHS jobs, and thirdly, track.jobs. Let's move to the computer screen.
What you need to do is on the Google just type track jobs and enter, and then you can go on track jobs website. So if you have already account on track jobs, then you can go on straight on login. Otherwise, if you don't have any account already on this website, then you can create one, and once you have created your account, then press login, put your login details in, and then this window will come up, right? And then this is what showing you off about your profile. As I already have account on track jobs, so that's why it's showing all of my details and all the applications that I have applied for before, right? So if you go on this icon on right hand side and select profile, go on profile and make your profile here on track.jobs. It could be saved, and every time when you are about to apply for jobs, then you don't need to every time fill out all of the information here. You can just enter all of your detail once, and then you can use it next time. Each time when you are going to apply jobs, then you don't need to add all of your information all over again. Just make your profile once, and then it would work for all of the job you are applying for. So as I mentioned, my name, email address, phone number, and then go down, and then here you can add your education, training courses you had, and professional registration. Then if you scroll down, then here you can add your employment history, and if there is any gap in your employment history or after the study, then you can mention the reason why you had a gap in your employment, or in during or after your graduation or after your degree. And then if you scroll it down a bit more, then here you need to add the personal statement, which is really important, because most of the employers mostly look out for your personal statement, which really help them to shortlist you for the interview. So you can add your personal statement, and that's how your profile would be created. So as I already have a profile on it, so I will go back to the top, and here on the left hand corner is a find a job. So select find a job, job search, and this window will come up, and here there's a different professions, so you can choose profession according to your preferences, like if you are from nursing or midwife profession or dental profession, um, or health sciences profession, allied health professional, so you can choose according to your profession. So as I am a biomedical scientist, so I would choose health science services with that, and then this window will come up, and here you can mention the marketing officer or anything, any profession you are applying for job. Here you can mention the profession, the one you are looking for. So as I'm looking for a biomedical scientist, so I would mention the biomedical scientist. Or if you're looking for the job as a physiotherapist or as a dental technologist or any other profession, you can mention your profession here on the job section. And then, do you have an occupation in mind? If you have any occupation in mind, then there are a couple of options they have gave already, so you can select one of them: cardiac therapist, clinical science, or biomedical science. So I would choose biomedical science as this is my profession. So you can choose according to your profession, right? And then scroll it down, and here you can select the grade you are looking for. I mean, if you're band 5 or grade 5, band 6, most of the jobs in the UK are in biomedical science or physiotherapy or dental technology are usually advertised against the bands. So I would recommend you, if you have already a registration with HCPC or uh, according to your professional registration, would recommend you to choose band 5 job. So if you are applying outside the UK or if you're applying first time, so because if you are straight applying for band 6 job, it would be uh, bit harder to get a job. So start from the low grade, like not from the fourth or third grade. So if you have registration, you can apply for band 5 job. So start from the band 5 job, and then where you would like to work, like, so you can select UK, Australia, New Zealand. So you need to select the UK, and location, you don't need to mention the location in the UK if you're not keen to work in specific location, because it will um, narrow down your choices or to get a job. Or I would recommend you to leave this section as it is, because it will help you to find a job all over the UK. So there will be more option for you, and you can apply jobs as many as you can. And then organizations, here the same, don't specify any organization, just go as it is, and then you will have a more options and more chances to get selected. So we have choose all of these options, then we can go and search. So here it shows the different jobs which are advertised all around the UK. So you have a broad range of and jobs which are advertised. You can apply for that. So for now I would go for first one, and will show you how to fill in the application form. Once you click the specific job, then it will come up all the details related to that job. And if you see here on the left hand side, job summary, it will include all the details related to the job you are going to apply for. So as for this job, the main area of this job is biomedical science, and grade or band is like band 5 or band 6 depending upon the experience. And then contract type is either is a job is either this job is permanent or full time or part time. So this job is permanent. And then hours, how many hours you're gonna work in a week, and is there any night shifts included in this job or not. So all the details are here, and job reference number, employer, and how much salary you're gonna get on this job. All the details are here. So if you go down, you will see uh, role specific information, job overview, where would job would be and which department, where it would be based, in which hospital, and then main duties of this job. Here it shows the which, and then if you scroll it down, if you work for organization, so they gave us some details about working for this specific organization. And then if you scroll it down, they have mentioned the person specification they are looking for, and you these criteria are essential criteria for a candidate to be selected for this role. So you just make sure you have a basic BSc degree in biomedical science or medical laboratory technology, BSc in, and you must have HCPC registration. So, and these evidence of registration, evidence of CPD registration, this is not as important for a while, because as you're new and applying for first time, so that doesn't matter actually. Once, and then this is a desirable criteria. I mean, if you have any MSc or specialist portfolio, then it would be great, but it's not essential. And then experience wise, so they have mentioned their requirements. If you have these required qualities or experience in your employment, then it's gonna help you to be shortlisted for interview. And skills, and then if you go down here, they mentioned to work in the UK, all candidates who are not UK or Republic of Ireland nationals require sponsorship to be obtained. Healthcare skill worker unless your permission to UK. So they're gonna give you, if you are applying from outside the UK, you can, if you are selected for interview and you've been selected after the interview, then they can provide you um, a sponsorship. And if you scroll it down, the basic requirement they have mentioned is you must have appropriate UK professional registration. As this job is based in Wales, so they desired if you have skills of understanding or writing or listening or understanding the Welsh language. If not, that doesn't matter. I mean, if you know the English Welsh language, then it would be great. And these are the related job related documents where all the details is mentioned related to the job and person specification and what are the qualities or requirements they are looking for in a candidate. You can actually download these files and keep a save in your laptop. So once they will shortlist you for interview, then you can go back and check the requirements. And then go down, if you go down, and here they mention all the details of the employer. If you are uh, curious about anything, or if you want to know about more related to this job, you can contact uh, mm, to the following person. So now as you have looked on to the person specifications and job requirement, then you can go and apply online now. So if you click apply online now, if you click, then this page will come up, and this is the main job you're applying for. And here it would ask, are you currently an employee of the Public Health Wales NHS Trust? If you're already working in Wales NHS Trust, then you can select yes. If you're not, then you choose no. So choose your immigration status. If you're already in the UK, and then you need to select and let them know which visa category you actually have for now. If you're applying outside the UK, then you need to go straight down and select last option, that I don't have a visa or right to work in the UK. So if you select that, it will help them to know that this person needs sponsorship to work in the UK. So then you need to select one of the following options. Are just select this. These first two are optional. Either you can select it or you can leave it like this. And first the last one you need to select is I don't fall into one of the above categories, so select that and then go down and select I have read and agree to the privacy policies of this website. Select this and then continue. Then go down. So on this page, if you have already applied for any other job, it would save all of your information from previous application. You can use that information, or if you don't want to use the information from previous application, then you can go on blank page, blank form, and then you can start um, putting all the information all over again. But I have already applied for different jobs, so I would select use a recent application, so I don't need to fill out all the application all over again. So here your most recent applications. So here you could choose which application you wanted to choose from the previous application. So I would choose this one, and then to let the website know that take all of my details from previous application and select launch application. So here is the main application page comes up where you need to add your personal details first. as I have as I have already applied for different jobs and I have made my profile already on this website, so I don't need to fill it out all of details again. So title Mr. or Mrs. and being Mr. and full name, and then you need to mention a surname. Then go down. Here will be your address. Here you need to mention your address, postcode, and then email address, then mobile number or telephone number if you wanted to mention, and then UK national insurance number. If you have if you are already in the UK, and you must have this national insurance number, and you need to mention it here. If you are applying from outside the UK, then you don't need to mention national insurance number. Then go down and select preferred employment type. So select full-time employment, because this is a permanent job, and full-time employment, as they have already mentioned, that is 37.5 hours per week, which is full-time job. So you need to make sure you select the full-time option, then press and then click save and next. And then in this page you need to mention if you are related to any person who is already working in this organization. if if not, then just leave it like this blank, right? And then go on save and next. So here is the some details of Rehabilitation of Offenders Act 1975. If so, here you don't need to mention anything here, because if you are not being involved in criminal activities in your past history in the UK or somewhere else, if and then go straight and select no if you are not being involved in any kind of criminal activities, and then click save again. So you completed the first section, close it. Uh, so you completed first section of personal details, rehabilitations, relationship and rehabilitations. Just mark the section as complete. Click here to mark it that you have completed this section, and then go down application questions. Here you need to mention your educational and professional qualifications, your training courses you attended, membership. of professional bodies, NHS service, if you have already worked for NHS, employment activity history, employment gap, and sporting information. So for the first option, educational and professional qualification, click on open, and then here you need to mention your qualification. So as I have done MSc Advanced Biomedical Sciences, and where I completed my this BSc MSc, so place was in UK, but and grade, you can mention here your grade percentage, or you can mention simply pass or fail or what, whatever it is, in what year you obtained this degree, mention that, and then BSc, and then yeah, you don't actually need to mention your intermediate or metric qualification, because they know like you did the intermediate and then that's why you did BSc and MSc. I don't think so it is necessary to mention that. And if you have done any other degree, then you can go and click add, and then you can add any other information. So you completed that section, then please then press save and next. If you have attended any other course, you can train course, you can mention here like I have attended recently attended like I have attended one course, basic life sport course. So I mentioned that. You can mention if you have attended any other courses. Then click save and next. On this page, you need to mention about membership of professional bodies. If you have any other membership from any other professional body like HCPC, you can mention it here. So if you have HCPC membership, then you can click on these arrows and choose the right option. I don't have the relevant UK professional registration, which is you are not gonna select it because this job is specifically for HCPC registered candidates. So I have current UK professional registration relevant for this job. I would select this option, and then professional body, health and care professional council. So you go down and select the right option of or your professional body, the one you are registered with. So I would select healthcare and professional body and please provide details below. So here you can mention your membership number, like registration number and the year when it's gonna expire, and then go down and press save and click. And here, if you have already worked for NHS, then you can mention your um, time of time duration you have worked for NHS. If you haven't worked before, then you don't need to mention it, just ignore it and press save and continue. And then on the next page, here you're gonna mention all of your experience. If you had working experience in different organizations, you can mention it here. So as I have and I'm currently working in as hospital address, type of business, NHS organization, reporting to job title. Just mention here the job title of your manager or your senior who is the most senior on your job, and their phone number, and then your job title being on that job, and then the date you started that job and the end date. If you're currently working, then you don't need to mention the end date, and then go down reason for leaving this job. So here you can mention the reason why you are leaving this job and wanted to get the new job. If you're applying first time, then you don't need to mention anything here. And then scroll it down. Here you need to mention your duties and responsibilities being on that role, and then save and next. So gaps in employment. So in next, so you supposed to mention your gaps in your employment. If you have any gap in your employment or after your education, you can mention the reasons why you had that gaps, right? And then goes down and press save and next. And here you need to mention the supporting information related to this job you are applying for. So here you could mention your personal information about like what you have done, what qualities you have, and how can you how your qualities or skills or competencies gonna help them with this role you are applying for. So which is really important for you guys if you are applying for a job and you want to get selected, because they mostly focused on that information and they need that information to know about more about you and your uh, qualities and abilities and skills you have. So this is necessary to fill it out. So make sure you must fill it out, right? And then go down, save and next. So here, because this job is based in Wales, so they would ask you if you can speak or understand Welsh. So obviously I cannot understand, so I will say no. Can read Welsh? No. Can write Welsh? No. And then if you can read or write or understand, then you can select yes. Then save and next. Here is the next option. If you are currently studying, please provide your expected qualification here. If you are currently studying, then you can mention here when you're gonna get graduated or when your degree is gonna finish. So as I am not currently studying, so I can say no. Would you like your interview or assessment be held in Balish? So I don't want my interview to be held in Balish as I don't know. So no, and save and next. And then are you a member of a UK Armed Forces community? No, I'm not. If you are, you can select yes and then save and continue. So you have completed that section. Then you can mark it like mark section as complete. Once you mark the section as complete, then it would come up with two ticks that we have completed the section. Now the next section is references. Open the next section, and then here you need to mention the references from your previous job, or it could be from your university teachers or supervisors, or it could be from your previous employment. So I would recommend you if to put your previous experiences manager, or your if you're graduated freshly graduated from university, then you can mention um, the details of your teachers or lecturers as a reference. Mm, and then go down, put your put their details, their organization, their job title, and how they know you. How do they know you? Is employer and is your previous employer or line manager or course tutor or personal character someone who knows you personally? So select it accordingly, and then mention their address as well, their email address, phone number, and the time, duration, the cover, the period they know you, and then press save. This section is completed as well, so you can So click mark section as complete, and then this is the last section of the application. Fill equality and diversity monitoring. This is like general information about your date of birth, male, female, single or not, Asian or Asian Pakistani, or mm, you're heterosexual, straight or gay or lesbian, anything. So you can choose the option according to your self and your religion, religious beliefs, is Muslim or Christian, whatever you are. Then click save and next. And then here, if you are disabled or you consider yourself you are disabled, you can select the option accordingly, right? And then click presence, click save and digital identity verification. Do you have an in-date UK Irish passport? If you have any UK or Irish passport, then you can select yes, otherwise no. Obviously, I would select no, and then save and continue, and then state where you first saw this post. So just mention the website where did you find this job, and I would say I find it out Indeed, right? So you can choose any option, then press save and continue, and then this is the last section of this application, which is declaration. You accept this declaration that and agree with the information that you have provided is correct, then click save. So this section is completed, mark it as complete. Now your application is completed, right? And then you can press submit application. Now before application being submitted, just confirm submission of your application that you have checked all the answers, all the questions been answered correctly. Yes. So this is done. You have submitted your application for biomedical scientist, right? So that's done. Once you complete that application and submitted it, you will receive a confirmation email through track.jobs. So that was it. It was pretty long application form, but if you fill out your profile and then save it, and then you can every time when you are gonna apply for that job, you can use that information. Then you can use the saved information for your application. Then you don't need to fill it out all of the information all over again. So just make sure you fill out your profile and one, or you can use the previous application if you have done one before. So that was it.
So this was all about today's video. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and in next video I'm going to talk about how you can appear in the interviews for NHS and what kind of question they normally ask during the interviews. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So until next video, take care, bye.